Good afternoon. Today is the 20th of October and it's time for another, not actually that vague, hopefully interesting and maybe for once not boring vlog. We're following on from the last one of these that I did, and we're going to go and have a look at a car today. If this is the right car, this will be the first one that I would have bought in 2.5 years. The Primera that I saw last time, that didn't work out for the reasons that I've explained. I mentioned a Volvo that we'd covered all the way back in sort of part of the summer on the very vague vlogs, and that's absolutely true. We did actually cover that. The difference with the car I'm going to see today and the one that I talked about in the early part of summer though is this car is actually available for sale. The one that I talked about in the early part of the summer only about 5 days ago suddenly sold. I had been in some very complex and drawn out negotiations with a view of purchasing it, but that didn't actually work out in the end. It's just a bit frustrating really, considering how long I waited for that, but never mind. So we're on our way to an auction house the other side of Southampton to go and have a look at something very interesting, viewers. After I realised the Primera was a no-go, and literally the next day after I saw the Primera I realised that the other Volvo was gone. I had a look around and I found this on the Aaron's Classic Auctions website, and it's another 1990s Volvo, but it's quite a different one. They use the same platform actually, but this is a very different type of car. It's also got an awful lot of power and a beige leather interior. It's actually a beige Alcantara interior, beige leather and Alcantara interior, but hopefully you'll excuse that slight detail. And as you know, viewers, I do like a nice beige leather interior, particularly with wood, which this one does have. So yes, we shall go off now to Barron's Auctions, which is sort of the other side of Southampton, and hopefully I'll be able to film when I get there. It's possible I won't be able to. I haven't actually warned them in advance, so I don't want any kind of special treatment or anything like that from anyone. Yeah, when I get there I might be able to do some filming, I might not be, but either way I will come back to you later on. Well, viewers, you saw a very tiny bit of footage there. That's the car running. I'm going to send that over to Mr. Coleman because I just need him to tell me if that noise is okay. He will know that. He is an expert on Volvo white block engines. This is a 5-cylinder white block. It's actually a T5 model. This. It's the rip-snorting 240 horsepower model. It's got an automatic gearbox, cruise control. It was originally a dealer demo car, and it's had 2 owners after that. One kept the car from 1998 to 2008, and the second owner kept it until earlier this month. I've been through the history. The book is stamped up very well from the first owner after the dealer. And I've looked at the paperwork as well. The second owner, who's just offering it for auction, he seems to be one meticulous person. He's actually just had the cam belt done on it, which is amazing. It's done this month. The car's not perfect really. The alloy wheels are absolutely scuffed to within an inch of their lives. The paintwork, I think it's all original, it looks like it. I chose a very bad day to come and look at it actually, because it's raining today. That's not a good idea, but this is just the day that I had to look at it. I'm not that concerned because the estimate of the car is only between £1,000 and £1,500. Now it could go above that, it depends if somebody really wants one of these, and it's done 110,000 miles. It's not a low mileage car, but it's a white block engine, so as long as it's been serviced, and as far as I can see it has been very well looked after, but there is a gap in the servicing between 2019 and 2022. That's probably due to the pandemic and things, and the fact the car's not been used a great deal. It looks okay. I just have to chat with Mr. Coleman about one or two things. I can't see any rust on it. There are some sort of marks across the bumper and things like that. There's evidence of the car being polished, but as far as I can see, the paint seems to all match. The car doesn't have any dents in it, and yeah, it's a usable example. It's not perfect, it's not concours or anything like that, but for the sort of budget that I have to buy a classic like this and keep it on the road, I wouldn't expect that actually. That might be better, particularly for someone like my lady wife who wouldn't be that concerned about driving around in it if it was perfect, and it isn't. But it seems okay. But the next thing will come when the car goes under the hammer on the 28th, and who knows what's going to happen after that. We'll be registering to bid online, I think, probably for it. I have a figure in mind, but because bear in mind there is a buyer's premium on top of the hammer price of about 11%, so I'm just going to bear that in mind when I'm making my bid. But yes, it's quite exciting, really. I don't think I've ever bought a car at an auction before. Obviously I've bought cars on eBay. I suppose that's similar, but this is one I've been to see. And you know, looking at the tyres are all they're all Avons. Some of them are from 2014, but it's not too bad, I suppose. There's no sign of any cracking or anything like that on the tyres. Because it's an auction, I wasn't able to drive it. You normally can't drive cars that you're viewing. Although yeah, I was able to start it up. I looked in all the normal bits, and I even think the air conditioning actually works. It's got dual zone climate control, and that seems to be okay. It's not the coldest I've ever come across, but you just might need a regas. There's a place actually local to here where that might happen. That was Mr. Coleman, so I'm going to have to go now, viewers, and speak to Mr. Coleman. So thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Don't forget that if you are a channel member on the Seat Toledo and Row 45 V6 tiers, you get to see these videos pretty much on the day that they are recorded. The rest of you have to wait a couple of weeks. But yes, thank you ever so much indeed once again. Lloyd Young Consulting stickers, t-shirts and mugs are available by clicking the link to the Google form in the video description below.